Alright, welcome to this video. So in the last video, we talked about performing calculations. We learned how to create a worksheet. We learned how to create mathematical formulas. And we have made use of formulas and functions. So in this next class, this module 3, we're going to talk about how to insert, delete, and adjust column and rows, and use for search for and replace data, and using proof and researching tools. So that's basically what we're going to do in this class. So you can remember the last class that we did. These are the serial names. This is the student. This is the scores for each of the subjects. So like if you see now, you look at it now, we want to try to arrange each of these things properly. Each of these serial numbers are not properly arranged. There are different numbers there. You can see you have 1, 5, 2, blah, and so on and so forth. So first of all, you want to rearrange them now. So how are you going to do it? All you have to do just to do this array, pick that score, and then go to your home tools. Under your home tool, you see what sort A to Z. So you click on this one. They are now asking you from the smallest. They're asking you now, you want to sort from the smallest. Let me make it bigger. So you're going to click on this one there, this arrow here, then click on the we want to sort from the smallest to the highest, or from the highest to the lowest. So we're going to do from the smallest to the highest. So you click on this one, sort smallest to highest. Expand, continue the current selection. If you want to expand the collection in the sense that if you probably want to choose another cell that you want to arrange, from the smallest to the highest, you use expand the selection. But if there is none, you click on continue the current selection, then click on sort. First, you arrange this one. So let's move it up. Here is the round number. Let me undo it. I was supposed to select it from here to this place. Okay, now let's go back. Sort from smallest to the largest. Continue the current selection. Sort. You can see that we are in the serial number properly, and then you have also rearranged the names. You have rearranged the scores, and so on and so forth. So immediately something affects this, it's going to affect all the other scores down here. Now the other thing that we have to do now, how do we make sure that for example this student contain all the old spaces? Is there any way we could try to make it a little bigger or smaller, something like that? So if I want to centralize all my write-up here, what I just do to align everything this way, drag the mouse over it, then click on center. I'm going to put all my write-up at the center at the same time. Now if I want to change it to capital letter, or the first word to be sentence letter or whatever, I like it this way. Then I come here, you can see at this point here, you're going to give me options. You can see I'm including the font. In this one, I'm reducing the font. You can see I'm doing the font now. Then the other one is now the font that I want to expand all the rows or increase the rows. So what I'm going to do now, this serial number, the rows is too wide. So what I did is I'll move the mouse to the head here and move it down. You can see it. Then if I want to centralize all my numbers, or these particular numbers, the names, all I have to do is just a word. I like everything this way. Then click on what? Centralize. You can see it now. Everything is centralized. Then if I want to use okay, I think this doesn't have it. There's a way you can change the numbers, or if you want to change the number, what I have to do is hold down your control key and press Shift F3. Oh, sorry. probably it's not working. Okay, this is another Windows. Okay, so if I want to expand it now, I can come here and expand the names. If I want to expand the mouse course, I can come here and expand it. If I want to increase it, just make sure that this mouse is moving down. You can see expand, sorry, shrink, expand, shrink, and this one expand, shrink, and so on and so forth. Okay, this have it. I think I need to expand it. Then I can decide to now I want to change this decimal point are too much. I want it to be probably the only 2 decimal places for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this arrow here, then right click on it, then I click on format cell. Under cell, it's going to ask me then numbers. I go to numbers, then go to ask me how many decimal places do I want in the numbers. That's 2, or I can put 1, but let me say 2. And when I choose the C, then I click on OK. You can see now my decimal place will be converted or will be approximated to 2 decimal places. And if I want to adjust this one, I can change it to average. Okay, average score. Then this one is total score. Alright. But this average score, I'm looking at it that the length is too much. The only way I could bring average up and score down. Yes, absolutely. So if you can click down, enter here, it's not going to work. What you're going to do now, you are going to wrap the test. So you just click on this, right click on that particular one that you want to wrap the test. Click on format cells. Under format test, you go to what? Alignment. Under alignment, you click on wrap test. Under wrap test, you click on OK. Now, if I could come to this place and I drop the line, go to drop. If I could reduce the score now, you go to align itself. Oh, I didn't do it very well. Then I click on it now. Format cells. Under wrap tab, you get mask. That's the sound. Okay. Alignment, center, wrap test. Okay. So that's basically what they're going to do here in this class. So see you in the next video. Bye for now. Oh yes, I remember we want to do something to a logical operator. So if you want to find the person that passed or failed, let's see status. Oh, and then that reminds me, if I actually wanted to make all these things to be bold, I'll just align everything this way, then click on bold. You can see everything is bold now. I want to change the color. I want to change this particular text color to what? I just click on red. You can see. So let's say the average score. I want to change the color to something like blue. Something like green. Okay, let me use blue. And this shifted, I want to change to something like green. So I bold it and then I apply the green color to it. Alright, so I want to make the filter. Now I can determine as a feature that anybody that score from 26 and above, or let me say from 27 and above passed, then from 27 from below failed. Then, or I can say from 27 upward, from 27 downward they failed, from 27 upward they passed. So this I'm going to do the logical process. I'm going to say is equal to If then I open a bracket. If what? If J3 is equal to 27, comma, I put what? Sorry. If set is greater than let me put greater than 27, comma, I'll put what? Pass. But if not, it fail. Then I close the bracket. I'm going to close the bracket. So let me see what I got wrong. So this person pass because it greater than 27. So let me see what I fill for everything. Let me roll it back. You can see some people pass. This is pass, fail, pass. So only one person was failed because the score was lesser than 27. You can see what to put there. Lesser than 27. So if probably is greater than, but if for example I increase the cutoff mark, let's assume I increase the cutoff mark to 28. I increase the cutoff mark to 28 now. Okay, let's start from the page. So I increase the cutoff mark from here to 29. Many people are going to fail. So when I click on enter here, many people are going to fail because that many people score more than 29. So if I scroll it down, you can see that only what 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4 people pass. And these are people that score higher than 29. So everybody that score below that score fail. So you can actually use it for different operations like that. So this is just for the skills. So in the next class, I'm going to teach an example of how to calculate the payroll. So I hope we're able to in the next class. So see you in the next video. So let's use the find and replace. You have to make use of the sort and filter. Then we want to use the find and replace tools. Then now assuming that I made a mistake in the names of the student. Like for example, I want to rename. Probably I have many names. I have like 50 students. Then instead of me checking them one by one, what I just did that I just pick all these particular columns, then go to my file and replace. So find what? Let's assume I want to find Godfrey, or let's say Michael, and replace it with Fedra. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to say find Michael. Then I'll replace it with what? Cedric. So I'm going to say what? Replace. I don't find a math. Oh, because I use capital letters. So let me use more letters now. What? Michael. Okay. You change it now. You can see Michael, I'll be changed to Cedric. You can see from Michael to Cedric now. Or if I want to say, okay, I want to change from Cedric now. I want to change from let me change another name. Let's say I want to change from Deborah to Cecilia. So I'm changing from Deborah to Cecilia now. So this Deborah here, notice. So when I click on replace all, you can see I've seen Deborah to Cecilia. So those are the words you can use the find and replace to do.